Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hip Horse. Thanks for joining us. Tommy D with the Hip Horse, Johnny Lowe along with me. We're talking a big one this week, a win in your in. We're talking the Champagne baby from Belmont. This is a win in your in, grade 1, going a mile on the dirt for 2-year-olds, Johnny. This is going to be to see who's going to the Breeder Cup Juvenile. Not the most interesting race in the world, but let's get at it, Johnny. How you doing?
Good. Yeah, it's about that time. We just had the Preakness, the third jewel of the Triple Crown. It's about that time to focus on the 2-year-olds again. Get back towards next year's Kentucky Derby, which should be right around the corner now that we're all done with last year's festivities here in October. This year the crop hasn't really made much noise. We haven't really heard from the big $1 million purchases, winning the big races. Baffert's horses have been kind of quiet. The only horse that we've really had make a lot of noise this year so far has been Jackie's Warrior. Jackie's Warrior is going to run in this Champagne Stakes. It's going to be a 1-turn mile at Belmont. And if Jackie's Warrior shows up and wins this race, I believe he's got a good shot at being the favorite in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile this year. Jackie's Warrior is by Maclean's Music. Maclean's Music is the horse that ran the 114 Beyer, only ran one time in his career, and then he was retired due to some form of an injury. He also sired Cloud Computing. Cloud Computing won the Preakness a few years ago, beating Classic Empire by a nose in a classic stretch duel. Jackie's Warrior is out of Unicorn Girl, who's by AP 500. AP 500 is not a real well-known stallion, but this horse has one of those underneath pedigrees. He's looked really good his last 3 races, and in a field of 6 going forward, I think he's a big standout. He's 3-5 in this race, and really the interesting thing to me is, are we going to look at this horse as a Breeders' Cup 3-5 favorite in the Juvenile, or does he get beat here and it really opens things up for us?
Yeah, Johnny, I agree. I'm interested to see how this one plays out. Talking about Jackie's Warrior, this 2-year-old colt, 3 for 3. They paid $95K for it at the Keeneland September sale. Pretty good bargain if you ask me right now. You got Steve Asmussen and Rosario as the connections here. 9 starts at Belmont to get together, 33%. So good numbers there. Improving speed figures every single race, Johnny. 81, 88 to 95, going from the 7 furlongs to the mile today. As we talked about before the show, not too much of a difference there. And we got strong connections with the owners, Kirk and Judy Robinson. But this one won impressively last time. Definitely the one to beat here, Johnny. I agree with you. Who else do you think in the field here, if you had to take a shot on somebody here against Jackie's Warrior, who would you take?
I mean, reinvestment risk for Chad Brown is the second choice here. He lost to him by a couple lengths last time out. I think he would make sense underneath, obviously. There's another one in here by Bodemeister, Civil War. His debut was at Monmouth going 5.5. He ran against $40,000 maiden claimers, won by a nose. I'm not sure he's going to be fast enough in this race to keep up with these horses. We've got Ambivalent for Doug O'Neill. He's been running on the West Coast. He's still a maiden. They've tried him on the turf going long. They've already tried him long already. They've tried him in sprint races. Nothing seems to get him to the winner's circle. We've got a horse by Ghost Sapper here, trained by Juan Velasquez. In 2 races, he's gotten a third, and he won a race by a length and a quarter. A rather slow time. He hasn't ran since August. I'm not too sure about that one. And then the bottom horse here, we've got Midnight Bourbon by Tisnow out of a Malibu Moonmare. This horse is 1 for 3 lifetime, with the second in the Iroquois Grade 3 Stakes at Churchill Downs. I don't know how strong that field was. So it kind of really looks to me like this is the race just to see what Jackie's Warrior can do. It's not really about the company that he's running against. It's more what kind of shape the horse is in going into the Breeders' Cup Juvenile.
Yeah, Johnny, I mean, as you said, Jackie's Warrior is the horse to be here. I agree. Just a couple little notes I had. Ambivalent. That's a Doug O'Neill horse here. Redham Racing, strong connections there. Doug O'Neill really struggling in stakes races, 6% right now, and this horse has not won yet. This is a pretty tough spot to come in and get your first win here. Midnight Bourbon, another one, second in the last, and that's the Iroquois Grade 3. Steve Asmussen, that's his other horse. He does have Jackie's Warrior, so this is the other horse here. Ortiz takes over here. This horse costs $525,000 at the Keeneland September sale, a little more expensive than Jackie's Warrior, but I'm not sure. I think Jackie's Warrior is the one to beat. And the last one that I'll mention is Reinvestment Risk here. Broke its maiden by 7+ at Saratoga Johnny this summer. Second in the Hopeful last time behind Jackie's Warrior. Jackie's Warrior won the Hopeful, won the Saratoga Special, broke its maiden, 3 for 3. I don't see anything stopping it from going 4 for 4, Johnny. So that's the Champagne Grade 1. Just to talk about a couple winners from last year. You know who won last year?
Who won the Champagne last year?
Tis the Law, 2019 winner. And also notable past winners, U.S. Triple Crown winners, Seattle Slew and Count Fleet also won this race in the past. And a couple others you might know, popular horses, not Triple Crown winners, but you got Buck Passer, Elidar, Spectacular Bird, and Easy Goer. Some Hall of Fame winners here of this race. That's the Champagne Grade 1. Johnny, anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Not really. Hopefully we see something special, or I wouldn't mind seeing an upset going into the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. We can get a little bit of odds.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Thanks everybody for joining us on the Hip Horse. Hit that like and subscribe button. Ring that bell for notifications. We appreciate you. And let us know who you like in the Champagne here. Grade 1 from Belmont. A win and you're in, baby. Catch you next time on the Hip Horse.